What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Hester's Motorsports here in Raton. Love building custom machines, love taking care of our customers. So, let's get right to the biz here. What we have here is a new Hester edition, customized CF-Moto Z-Force 800 EX EPS. These are already a really awesome machine to begin with. Very high in value for money, very reliable, just not as well known. And that's the biggest thing, is these vehicles are just not as well known. And the biggest reason why is they don't spend the hundreds of millions of dollars shoving their name down your throat like most of the competition does. So without those hundreds of millions of dollars in advertising, you're not having to pay for that. You know, every time you see those ads, who's paying for that? The people who buy the products. It's not the company. Trust me, they add it to the price of the machine. So that's why you see, you know, machines for the cost that they do nowadays. So let's get right to the business on this. The Z-Force 800 EX EPS. EX stands for extended, basically. It has 5-inch extended axles, and A-arms on each side, so it's a 10-inch wider. Normally it's a 60-inch, this one's slightly wider, because we did quite a bit of stuff to it. So they make a 50-inch trail in both a 500 and 800. The EX, some of our best sellers, because in our area, we have a lot of full width trails that we don't have to have the 50-inch trail, but we do sell the 50-inch trails to places like up in Colorado that do have those 50-inch restrictions. The nice thing about this is there are some trails that are a 62-inch width restriction, and this one's right at 62 on it. So right down to the meat here, we started off with a 3-inch suspension lift. So we lifted this bad boy 3 inches off the ground, which gave us a lot more room to put on some big, fat, meaty tires. And that's exactly what we did. We slapped on some brand new EFX Moto Claws in a 30, 10, 14. Now these already have a really awesome 14-inch wheel from the factory. Really nice wheel. But adding in this really awesome 8-ply steel belted radial DOT approved tire, we have a really awesome rock crawling tire that is really smooth, handles nice, it's awesome on the rocks, really good in all your average riding situations, climbing over, down to brush, anything like that. So you have these really awesome sidewall pattern here, so that way you can get up on the side of a rock and you got this nice tread to not only protect the sidewall, but to actually grip the rocks and pull the machine out of the situation that you're in. Really awesome. Now the CF-Motos, they also have 4-wheel hydraulic disc brakes. The disc braking system is engineered by Nissan. Very top quality, same ones that you're going to see on Yamaha and Honda and Kawasaki and pretty much everywhere. Very good high-end components that CF-Moto uses. So we got Nissan brakes. We have full piggyback, fully tunable reservoir shocks that are developed by Elka. They're not built by Elka. These are designed and developed by Elka, and CF-Moto builds them themselves. But Elka did all the designing and engineering. So you have a very well designed shock. Has rebound, compression, and preload. Then you add in a 3,000-pound winch, factory installed. They come stock with the factory 3,000-pound winch. Very nice. Comes standard with the hardtop, standard with the mirrors. This one here, we also added in this nice split open windshield that's extremely popular. This is a what's called an MR10 Lexan windshield. MR10 is a hard coating, so it protects it from scratches and resistance and everything. Anybody ever been into a hockey game? That is MR10 Lexan. You are looking through, watching those guys beat the crap out of themselves. You also have standard steel braided brake lines all the way around with near 1-inch diameter chromoly axles straight from the factory. Really, really nice build quality. Tubular frame, very, very well made. You have your main box frame as your subframe, and then everything else is a tubular structure after that. I'm an engineer, so I really, really look at how something is made by looking at the frame. You look at the frame, how thick it is, how well made it is, how many gussetings, and how just all these reinforcements and the size of everything, and you can tell how well something's made. Some of them, cheap stamp steel, you know, made in China, yada yada yada. Just, you can just go on and on. Now CF-Moto, this is a Chinese company that has grown in such reputation. They've been in business for over 30 years. They make engines for many, many manufacturers. Just to name a few: Honda, Honda Marine, Yamaha, Arctic Cat, KTM. I'm sure you've all heard of any one of those manufacturers. Well, guess what? CF-Moto makes engines for them all. And you don't even know it. You could have a CF-Moto engine inside your rig right now if you have one of those brands. How about them apples? Yeah. Next up, we got the awesome steel Octane Ridge doors. This is the perfect height. When you're sitting in this bad boy, your arm is sitting right here on here. Boy, I tell you what, this thing just slicking and snot on a doorknob. We get rid of those. I don't like those nets, but they're there for safety. We understand that, and they do their purpose, but nobody really likes them, let's be honest. So we get rid of those nasty nets. We get rid of the subframe that comes down here that your butt has to slide over to get in, and you have this nice opening here. You got tilt steering, two-wheel drive. Oops, I'm over here. Two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive with a limited slip front end, and full four-wheel differential lockers right there. Beautiful thing is as you notice, this is the exact same switch that's on Yamahas. Who would have thunk it? So you have the same four-wheel drive system as every single Yamaha ever made from 2000 and newer, pretty much. You got full digital everything, push button everything. You got a horn right there, bad boy. Get out of my way, coming through. Run your Polaris 800 over. Yeah. The other thing I like about this is split open windshield. You could close it completely, lock it down to where it's completely sealed. As you see, you got it right there where you got split open, and then you got hydraulic pistons that open it all the way up. Speaking of the top, here we go. 36-inch dual row combination LED light bar that I might say is bright as all get out. The headlights on this are already pretty darn good. I must say I am impressed with the headlights. 90% of the manufacturers do not have headlights like this. What I mean by this is as bright. You have halogen projector beam style headlights with the LED under lighting here. Looks really cool. And they are pretty darn bright, but cannot compare with that LED light bar. We added in, as you can tell, these doors are really awesome. Nice and snug. No clattering or rattling, nothing like that. It's really nice and tight on there. But anyways, back to this here. We added on these really nice Super ATV Nerf bars here. Heavy duty, made for bashing on the rocks, protecting all the body work and everything. Walking around to the front here. Oops, I got to back up to the front. As you notice, we do have an awesome Octane Ridge rival bumper. Beefs up the front end, protects all the headlights, keeps everything in check, and that's for you know, pushing them other broke down machines on the trail. We won't really get into the other words on here. We all know who we're talking about. We match the rival rear bumper here. We've got on this machine here, because of the 30-inch tires and the 3-inch suspension lift, we have 16 inches of Yamalicious ground clearance. Yeah. Now, we're in the Rocky Mountains, so we don't do a whole lot of mud bogging. We do have some streams, and we do have some mud we get in, but it's rare that we'll ever get anything more than a foot or two deep. There's just not, you know, we're not swampers down here. So we're up in the Rocky Mountains. We do rock crawling, trail riding, driving up over trees and brush and all that. And in order to do that, you got to be able to protect everything. And this comes standard with the CV guards front and rear, protecting all your drive lines. Full skid plates. This 800 V-twin engine produces some very good horsepower, very good torque. To give you an idea, just in comparison, this will slightly, ever so slightly, I'm a Kawasaki dealer, I sell a lot of custom TRXs, and this is slightly quicker than a TRX 800 and has a over 70 mile an hour top speed, and that's at our 7,000 foot altitude. So really, really good. It's much faster than a Razor 800. It's faster than, well, of course it's going to eat a 570 Razor for lunch and spit it out the back. It is faster than a Honda Pioneer 1000 that is much, much more expensive, as so are the Razors. But anyways, this machine here, what we did is I held this one back. We got our hands on some leftover 2016s in the crates. This is a 2016 model. I did it because of the black. They didn't have the black for 2017. 2016 and 2017, exactly the same machine, same MSRP, nothing really different about them. But I just wanted that cool black with that teal. Looks really, really good, makes it pop. And of course the black wheels versus the two-tone machined wheels on the 2017s. Also, because I get much better pricing on 2016s, I am passing that on to you, and this is at an amazing offer. To see all the prices, specifications and everything, just be sure to click down below, right down here, you know, see these buttons down here? Well, you're going to go to our descriptions of this video and you will have several links to our website, www.hester-motorsports.com, our Facebook page, and of course, you know, on our website we have the inventory page, which this will also be listed, and you'll see quite an amazing price on this. I'll put it this way, this machine, as you see it, built just like this, fully loaded to the hilt, is cheaper than the cheapest Razor 900 with absolutely nothing on it by a long shot. By a long shot. No way near in comparison in build qualities. No way near in comparison. These are very, very well built. The other thing, they have a tunable CV Tech wet clutch type transmission. The wet clutch type transmission, unlike most dry clutches, such as the Razors and Can-Ams, it does not have that hesitation, the lag, and you don't have to worry about burning up belts. It is very, very smooth. Very, very smooth. It has the same type of design as the Yamahas and the Kawasaki TRXs. So like you look at the Yamaha Wolverine and Viking and the Kawasaki TRX, they have a wet clutch type transmission like this. Granted, they're a different brand, but you have the same type of deal on there. So you've got a really nice transmission, very nice engine, lots of low end torque, plenty of speed. I mean, over 70 miles an hour. I mean, really, the only time that you're going to do that is on a long stretch of road, some sand dunes. Here up in the mountains, we live in low range and we're lucky to hit 20, 25 miles an hour. Anything more than that, you think you're Robbie Gordon riding a trophy truck. BJ Baldwin going crazy on the monster trucks. Not the monster trucks, but Monster Energy trophy trucks. Come on, guys, you know who BJ Baldwin is. Give me that. So, you have high range, low range, neutral, reverse, park, and a parking brake. Very well loaded out machine, extremely well built, very fun, low center of gravity, lots of ground clearance, high in stability, and huge in the, oh yeah, this is a blast factor. Biggest question I have for you is, what can we build for you today? Check out this Hester edition, as well as many other products that we do, many other vehicles that we custom build and sell for the floor on our website, www.hester-motorsports.com. Feel free to give me a call. If you have a Z-Force or T-Rex or Polaris or anything like that, you need some custom parts and accessories to customize your vehicle, I'm the man to do it. I do all major manufacturers. I do everything from extreme sand dune and high horsepower, holy crap vehicles, to big time mud bogging, massive lifts, huge tires, all that stuff. We do it all here. We're a family-owned business. When it comes down to it, our quality of service, our value of money for product and service is unmatchable. I guarantee that. Thank you for watching. Be sure to click the subscribe button. You know, go down over here, you know, up over the, subscribe. Come on, right there where it says Hester's right there, you know, right there at the bottom of there. Click that thing. Subscribe. Thank you all for watching. You have a blessed day.